I'll be going through the answers quickly, so make sure your course book is open in front of you, and please stop and rewind the video as you need to. So, got your book open in front of you? Are your answers in capitals? Want to know why the answers are the answers? Then let's go. To get the correct answer to question number 1, we've got to understand the context. The first sentence talks about a positive, which then at the end of the sentence possibly turns to a negative, and then here at question number 1 we are talking about the negatives, the cons of this particular situation. So we need to choose the answer which suggests that this is a con or a negative. There's only one of these which correctly does this, and that is downside. For question number 2, the key word is the preposition after the gap of. Only 2 answers collocate with the preposition of, and that is A and B. But for B to work, you have to have the verb take beforehand, to take notice of something. Of course, we don't have that in the text, so that means the only answer is A. For question number 3, the context is the important thing here because it's talking about a possible danger to the birds. So the answer that we choose has got to communicate this idea of a potential or possible danger. If that's the case, there's only one possible answer, and that is D, threatens. For question number 4, once again, context is key. The context to this sentence is that even though we've talked about lots of negatives and downsides in the first paragraph, this paragraph seems to introduce that birds are somehow adapting to the problems and therefore they are getting it better at dealing with those problems. Okay, back to the question. Which piece of vocabulary can we use to complete the expression to mean exactly that? The answer? Rising. For question number 5, we've got to choose an answer that collocates with noise in the particular language pattern that we're presented with. Because we can talk about amounts of noise, of course we can, but the language pattern that we're presented with doesn't allow us to choose amount. So these are noise what? Well, the answer is levels. For question number 6, the key word here is the preposition which follows the gap. There's only 2 answers that collocate with that preposition, A and C. But for A to work basis, we're going to need more language before that word on the basis of something. And of course that language isn't present, so the answer here is C. For question number 7, let's concentrate on that preposition after the gap to. Which of the answers, and there's only one, which collocates with that word to? Well, it's not result in because it's in. Result collocates with in. We don't have end because it's end up with. And it can't be bring because you bring about. So the answer is leads to. Once again, for question number 8, let's concentrate on that preposition to after the gap. Only one of the answers collocates with that preposition. Which is it? D, fail. You fail to do something.